your Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Horror Hotel, where I hope you enjoy your sleigh. And in today's video, we're going to be doing Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, Episode 4. But where did we leave off in our last episode? Our trio have left and are now heading towards Pablo's uncle's place, and his name is Brujo, and he is a shaman, and he may be able to help them. Now, Episode 4, titled Brujo. Amanda, who was left at the bookstore, is attacked by Hawkins when he turns deadeye, and is saved by our next main character, Ruby. We switch back to our trio, and Kelly is strangely sick. They are followed by a fog, which destroys everything it touches. Example! They avoid it long enough to get to Pablo's uncle's house, and Amanda is convinced by Ruby to pursue Ash, and Kelly continues to have pursuing headaches. Kelly begins freaking out and hearing voices, and Pablo's uncle agrees to help them. He gives Ash a special drink that will send him into a drug trip to help him find the answers he is seeking. Pablo decides to take the time to make Ash a new hand. When did Pablo get a degree in engineering? Ash eventually begins to trip, and it is completely ballistic, filled with images of women and the sound of rock and roll. Oh, Ash, you pervert. We learn that Ruby was tracking Ash through his removed hand that he took off long ago when it became possessed. Kelly is getting worse and eventually collapses. She rises back up, her eyes blacken, and we learn she was possessed by the demon Eligos. Pablo is rendered unconscious by a possessed Kelly. She runs to Brujo, sending him to help Pablo. She then pursues Ash while he is still in his trip and enters his mind during and warping it into something sinister. Ash is able to take control and overpower Eligos, but when it cuts back to reality, we can see he is actually choking Kelly because she, of course, is the one possessed. Pablo and Brujo re-enter and end up knocking Ash out. And this concludes Season 1, Episode 4 of Ash vs. Evil Dead. My overall thoughts on this episode are, it's a very fun one. Eligos is a very cool demon, and I like the concept that they had with him possessing Kelly. And then, of course, as you watch this episode, you'll notice she'll do these devious things, but nobody else realizes like that she is truly possessed. So she ends up doing all these actions and nobody even knows it. And I think that's a really cool element, even though I feel like they made it quite obvious in the last episode, because I noticed it especially because when she hits Eligos with the Necronomicon and flies backward, you notice that she kind of lifts her head. This black smoke kind of puffs away from her face, and she's kind of dazed and confused. And I feel like that was kind of there, of course, like saying something clearly happened to Kelly in the process of hitting the demon with the Necronomicon. Amanda, typical, still annoying cop character. I can't stand her at all. She drives me insane. She always ends up siding with the wrong people, making all these wrong decisions, as usual, and she does them again here. And she, of course, partners up with our new character, which is Ruby, which Ruby is a total fucking badass. She kicks the ass of Deadites better than Ash, even. And she's just an overall really cool character. She's really funny, and we'll be seeing tons more of her in the future as I keep pushing out these episodes. And so overall, great episode. And that's going to be the end of the video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course a thumbs down if you didn't. And I will see you all again very soon.